Hello everybody. I want to say good morning because it's the morning for me, but I know it's not the morning for most people, so I feel kind of stupid saying that, but nevertheless, good morning. Hi, how are we going? Full warning, there will be spoilers in this, hence the pinned comment, the spoiler warning in the thumbnail, and a little spoiler thing in the corner, so no one can come after me saying that I didn't warn you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. There's the ad. Yes, reverse key. It's not a video without one. I can tell you right now. And if it is, then I forgot. And that's not good. You haven't seen it yet? Oh, sorry, Spruce. Well, you can rewatch this later or just talk about it with me later. There's also that option. Nah, Flynn, ain't doing that. See, that's 2 on the nose. Like, I'm gonna give you a spoiler warning, but like, I'm gonna be respectful about it. I didn't get an ad. Damn it, Lily. Refresh. Just kidding. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. So, look, overall, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I preferred WandaVision to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I didn't think I was going to. But I've bought this set. I bought it on special from, I think it was Target. I got it from Target. Wait, I need to move my things around so that I'm not like turning too far away whenever I have to like read. That's better. This works. All right. So yeah, I bought this from Target and I really wanted to build it, but then I was like, no, Falcon and the Winter Soldier's on and no one's going to care about a mech review from me. So I thought I would do like a build stream. Originally it was going to be a video, but then I asked you the other day when I was streaming, would you rather it be a stream or a video? And lots of people said stream, so now we can all talk about it together. Love the shirt. Thank you. I got it from Brandy Melville the other day. I've worn it for a day and a half, so I probably should throw it down the wash, but not going to do that. How much was it? What, the shirt or the set? The set was like, I think I got it for like $15 or something like that. Maybe I got it from Kmart. I can't remember. And then the shirt was $42. I spent so much money on the shirt. Whew, that was a lot. It was a lot, but that's fine. No one cares. It's just a thing. That's all right, Bellatrix. Don't have to worry. See, we ain't spoiling it just yet. I found Looney Tunes today at Target 3 days early, so happy as can be. Please tell me that was an Australian Target because I want Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny and Tweety Pie and Sylvester. I want most of them. I really do, but I don't think I'm going to buy most of them yet. Started to watch more because of your DC content. Aw, shucks. See, I have a wide range of interests. So, I mean, primarily we will always be Harry Potter, but I'm really liking DC, and there's Marvel shows, and there's cool Marvel sets. Then, of course, Star Wars is a thing. I mean, we've always talked about Star Wars here. For the most part, it wasn't an Australian Target. Damn it. Alright, so spoiler warning. We're not just going to talk about the finale, though. Like, keep that in mind. We will be talking about the entire show as a whole. So, starting off, right, look, WandaVision had a very soft place in my heart because Wanda has always been one of my favorite characters, so I naturally liked it more because of that. But also it was a sitcom show, there was cool music. How was I not gonna like it? Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I like the appeal because it felt more like a Marvel thing. Like, it felt more Marvel than WandaVision did, but in comparison I just wasn't as excited for it each week. Like, there was a TikTok where they literally, like, sung about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on top of, like, the WandaVision theme from episode 2. And, like, I loved that because it kind of hyped me up. And I was like, well, this gives me some excitement. There we go. We'll just put you there, shall we? There we go. But, like, it was more grounded. That's true. It was. But, I mean, like, I get why WandaVision wasn't grounded. Like, she literally made up an entire reality. Like, I do have problems with WandaVision as well. Well, not problems. That's cool. Look, I'm John Walker. John Walker, Captain America. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. So, yeah, look, I just wasn't as excited. But as fine. Like, it's fine. I enjoy it. I love Bucky and Sam. I love both Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie. I think they're brilliant. I love their, like, attitude with each other. On-screen chemistry, is that the word? I love the way they interact with each other. Like, they are hilarious together. They were two different experiences. There's no comparing them. No, there's no comparing them. I definitely don't think so. But, like, in terms of, like, my excitement and enjoyment, I was definitely more excited for WandaVision. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I love all of the actors. I think the acting was amazing. But just each week, wasn't as excited. I think the best episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, straight up, was the one where John Walker pulled his whole stunt with the shield and was like, I don't want to say it because, like, I don't want to get demonetized. But, like, he did the thing. I'm so mad about what they did with Agent 13's character. Oh, we're not even going to get onto that just yet. Oh, so am I. Where's your Falcon figure? I don't have one. Okay? Okay? Take that. But yeah, look. So overall, the first episode was okay, but like it didn't hype me up. But then I think about WandaVision and I'm like, well, if we only got one episode of that, probably wouldn't have been as hyped either. But, look. Captain America. This is actually my only Captain America figure now. I used to have one. Then I sold the set. So now I don't have one. But now I do again. How good's that? And he actually has a hat. You know, theoretically, who's to say that this couldn't just be John Walker in a stolen Captain America? I can't take his helmet off now. Uh-oh. I lined it up slightly wrong and now that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh dear. Where's his shield? Hey mate. Where's your shield? I've lost it. There we go. What happened to, like, the red shield? Why is it now grey? With a black border. That just looks stupid. Is that meant to be more comic-based? Is that what's happening? People are being so harsh with Cap's costume, though. I don't think they was being harsh. I mean, I haven't looked on Twitter too much about, like, the little finale, like, the actual finale of the show. So, I don't know. Alright, so let's start. First episode, kind of slow. Kind of boring. Not completely hyped, but I was interested. Overall, I didn't care about Carly. I hate to say it, I didn't. There was just something about her that, like, annoyed me. For the half the season, I didn't even know what she was trying to do. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I like how they, like, really tried to, like, talk to her and, like, you could kind of see where you could see where she was coming from in the last episode. But I did not agree with her methods at all. And I was like, mate. But I love how, like, they made everyone try to reason with her. And I was like, this is brilliant. Like, good on that. But she was just so boring that, like, especially when you have Zemo and, like, you had the most hated character probably out of the entire MCU being John Walker, which firstly, White Russell did an amazing performance throughout that entire show. Like, the fact that everyone hates John Walker just shows how good he was. Like, every time he got on the screen, I just wanted to scream. I was like, you are so self-obsessed. Like, you are so misjudged. You are so misguided. And that's the whole point of that character, was to make you feel like that. Thank you, Flint Briggs, for the $2. Peggy should come down and
kick some sense into SH.
Should. Like, what are you doing? Imagine if Peggy knew. Imagine if Peggy knew. Is my alert box actually up? I can't see it because I've moved my thing too far over. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Oh, but yeah, yeah, White Russell is such a good actor. I almost had sympathy for him. Same. I hated the fact that, like, everyone was coming after him. I'm like, it's the whole thing where it's like, you need to learn to separate the actor from the character. And people just weren't doing that. And I feel so bad for him because he was doing amazing. Like, that is an award-worthy performance. Like, I think he was brilliant and I loved it, and I really hope that he does end up coming back. And Ash and I were saying, like, or he was saying it and I was just more agreeing, But he was saying that, like, it really goes to show, like, with the amount of people that were upset that he's not coming out in the upcoming Marvel CMF, like, it just goes to show how much people, like, want that character. Like, he was brilliant. I loved him. He was amazing. Like, I cared more about him, specifically in the finale. Like, I'm just like, oh, great, we gotta take down Carly. But then I was like, oh, where's John Walker? Where is he? Where is he? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then he came on the screen and I was like, I hate you. But, like, I was excited to see him. If that makes any sense. It's the same with Jar Jar Binks. Exactly. He's a hated character. Well, I mean, I like John Walker as a character more than I like Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks just annoys me. But, like, I hate him at the same... It's like Umbridge. Like, you love them because they're such a great character, but you hate them because of the bad... Like, the person that the character's personality, if what I'm trying to say. And Rose was a weak character. I feel like John Walker had a lot more substance. You know who was a weak character though? His sidekick. I can't even remember his name. Was it Battlestar? His sidekick that died? Yeah, him. That's more of a Rose situation. Like, there was nothing wrong with him, but, like, he didn't do much. He was really just a side piece. Like, I didn't care about him at all either. It did end, and there will not be a second season either. So Lamar, that's his name. Battlestar, that was correct though. Technically. But it just wasn't great. Zemo I loved. I loved what they did with Zemo. Dancing Zemo. That episode and the Battlestar death episode, my favorites. 100%. The finale was it was underwhelming. Like, I didn't know what to expect going into it. I was like, alright, we're getting a new suit. Carly will be taken down, but I thought they were going to do so much more with John Walker and the Power Broker. And I'm like, I'm sat here, and I'm like, this is so boring. Like, Sharon really was just a side piece. Like, I loved the ending for Sam and Bucky. Okay, brilliant. They did that really well. Sam's speech had me in tears. I was crying. It was amazing. And, like, he deserves everything. But, like, the actual... And I love how he tried to, like, talk to, like, all the government people. I was like, this is brilliant. Brilliant. I love this. But, like, it was underwhelming. I loved the helicopter scene. Like, literally a truck broke up. And what was the point? Like, I know that people are like, oh yeah, what's her name? The Seinfeld lady. I don't know her name. Is it Julia? Julia's character is in Black Widow, and that's when spoilers, that she's supposed to be introduced. So then it would be more interesting when she showed up in the show. But, like, she just didn't do anything. She really didn't. She's in 2 scenes, and I was like, cool. Like, she was funny. I like her, but, like, I also didn't care about that. So I was like, the big Lego shield in the set is a bit overrated. Jack, shut up. No, it's not. I like it. Julia Lewis, thank you. Thank you. In the comic, she's Madam Hydra. That's what I thought. Just by, like, the purple stripe, I was like, something's wrong. I'm pretty sure Ash was like, no, she's the power broker. And I was like, no, she's not. In, like, the episode before. And I was like, eh. But, yo, that is better. Like, I really liked her, and I'm excited to see what happens with her. But once again, I just didn't care about Carly. And the fact that Carly is now dead, it's like, well, okay. Like, yeah. I mean, from a villain standpoint, it was good because it's like Thanos where you can see what she's trying to achieve. Like, you understand where she's coming from. But overall, what about Isaiah Bradley? He was cool as well. But, like, I feel like I cared more for him than I did Carly. But even then, I'm like, I wish there was a bit more about him. Like, I know the first few episodes, I was like, and then they were like, oh yeah, he can't leave his house because, like, he's supposed to be dead. I was like, oh. But then he left the house to go to the museum. How does that work? Also, why did Bucky get rid of Steve's book? No one can tell me that was, like, on purpose. Hello? Like, he just gave away Steve's book because he was done. Why didn't he just rip out the pages? What's going on? Oh my god, Sharon is the power broker. I didn't know. I know. I was like, wow. Whoa, who didn't see that coming? Oh my gosh. She gave the same speech every episode. Honestly, she did. One of my favorite moments, actually, from the episode was when she was like, one world. And then no one said anything. Because, like, she expected it to be, like, just, like, everyone gives her, like, a battle cry. And no one did. Mama Donya, yo. What was Mama Donya? I didn't care about her either. I was like, who is she? What was her purpose? I'm watching this show and I'm paying attention, but, like, I just erased from my mind. Honestly, it's like the Men in Black came up to me and just zapped me and I forgot everything because I just did not know what her purpose was. But honestly, it was just one world. Crickets. One world! And then she got really mad. I loved that. She kept saying she had more people out there and it never felt like it though. It didn't. And, like, you had, like, the truck. Like, it was the same guy. It was that Australian guy who, for some reason, I just couldn't stand it. I'm supposed to be used to hearing that accent, but I don't know. It just felt so out of place in there. And I was like, I get that you're trying to show, like, different people from different countries. Nothing against him. It was just, it threw me out for some reason. And then, yeah, you had them. You had that other lady that was, like, with her at the end. And then, like, what else? That was it. Oh, and then they're, like, about to get into the truck, and then it's like, one world, one people. And I'm like, okay, well, there is people around there. But, like, they never actually told us the scale of how this was. And also, the app. Can we talk about the app? Okay? If Bucky was able to hack into the app and join it in the first place, why didn't we use that earlier? Also, Bucky barely did anything in the last episode. Like, he did more. Like, he talked to Carly on the phone, and he dove over a fence. Honestly, the most he did was break some people out of a truck. And I was like, awesome. Good for you, Bucky. And then he's, like, hanging around with John Walker, kind of watching him, making sure he doesn't, like, stuff anything up. And then he uses an app to, like, arrest people. And that was about it. Like, Bucky had a redemption arc. He did. But in the last episode, it just felt like he was a side piece. And I get that it's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so it's primarily Sam's show, but, like, he could have done a bit more. Like, his redemption arc all happened within the span of, like, 3 minutes, and it was very rushed. The scene with Bucky's old friend was so sad. I know, Long Penguin, it was so sad. I like Mandriple. It looked really cool. It's also a big X-Men location in the comics. Mandriple was really nice. I loved that. That whole, like, episode, I loved. Like, because there was just so much mystery. Like, WandaVision as well, you had that mystery, and it kind of started more from the beginning, which is why I think I enjoyed it more. Because it really built up throughout the entire season. Whereas Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it was like, okay, like, we're seeing where the characters are at after Civil War. Like, we're seeing what's happened in the first episode. And then it's like growth, and then suddenly it's ending. Like, there's just a lot of development, and then we plateau at episode 5, where it's just, like, regular people things, and then conclusion. Like, it felt very rushed, that end episode. And, like, I don't think it needed to be. Like, I feel like there was a whole episode around nothing. I feel like they should have revealed Sam's suit in the last episode, so that the build so far, we've got his torso. I'm building very slowly. So that we had his suit, because I was excited. By the time I got to the next episode, like, I'd already seen it to begin with, but, like, we got to the last episode, and you see him flying, and I was like, alright, he's gonna have, like, some sort of grand entrance, and then he just burst through a window, and that's supposed to be it, and I just was like... Also, we had these weird ear things, like, why does he have that thing on his neck to, like, protect him that goes over his ears, and then, like, he's got his goggles on top. Something about that just looked weird to me. But it was underwhelming. Like, I wanted a bigger moment for Sam, and I feel like last episode, we were really building up to that, and then didn't. It felt like there was an episode missing between the penultimate one and the finale. It did. Like, I feel like they should have kept the filler episode a bit shorter, and then kind of set up a bit more. Like, it really just went finale. I mean, WandaVision kind of did the same. Like, you had Wanda's backstory, which was the filler episode, which both of those episodes, Like, I know that I call them filler episodes, but they do a lot of character development, so I can't fault them for that. But both of them had the same problem where it's like, you do all of this character development in the second last episode, and then you just have conclusion immediately. And it just feels so rushed, and it doesn't feel right, and it takes me out of it. I'm like, no. And I just think Marvel doesn't know how to wrap these shows up. Like, they should know how to do it. Like, it's an hour. Like, if you're watching a movie, this entire thing, for the most part, wraps up in 2.5 hours. So now you've got 6 hours to play with. Like, you should know how to be wrapping this up. And then also leaving enough to look forward to in the future. I just feel like there was too much that was left open for the future. That, like, the actual finale, it all that future stuff took away from it. I liked that the show had a slower pace. I did like that, actually. I don't get the inclusion of that girl in episode 1, and also why Bucky said Steve's notebook to whoever it was. That's my problem. Why did he give the book to the therapist? Why? It's Steve's book. That's the last thing you had. You said he was the closest thing you had to family, and you give up his book. And yeah, the whole date thing, I was like, I don't know. Completely disagree with the amount of production issues with the series. To the point, entire subplots had to be taken out. I'm glad we got what we got, and not a lot of the Last Jedi situation. What do you mean production issues? I mean, at the end of the day, the entire show was about race. And I know there's a lot of people that, like, didn't quite understand that. Which I thought was cool. It was interesting to see them play with that. But yeah, they just left too much open for my liking. That, like, it didn't feel like a complete conclusion. Like, it was like, ooh, the power broker, who is she? Okay, we find out who she is, nothing happens. Ooh, new character introduced. Oh my gosh, Madam Hydra, what's she gonna do? Nothing happens. John Walker builds a new shield. He makes his own Captain America shield. He's about to go insane. Nothing happens. He just gets a new suit, which did look cool. I really hope they, like, go through, like, the whole Captain America saying, like, Hell Hydra route that's in the comics. I would love to see that. But, like, it'd be John Walker, Captain America. If that makes any sense. There was a virus plot, but they cut it out because it was too similar to COVID. Oh, good. I don't want to hear about any more viruses. No, let's just ignore that entire subplot. Oh, look, he's got shoulders, everyone. Goals. Oh, wait, I should put him in there. Never mind. I don't know of anywhere to clip his shield onto right now. That's a bit awkward. Because Bucky is showing his therapist that he can be able to move on from Steve and that she help him make amends. Oh, thank you, Epibricks. Why didn't they explain that more? Like, literally the episode before, it's like, oh, he's like the only part I have of a family left. Like, it was really hard for me to see you give up the shield. And now he's giving away that only thing. Like, it just felt so out of character. Like, if he just gave him the list, I would, like, that makes more sense. Everything else worked, I think. Mama Donya had the virus thing, that's why she felt so forced. Oh, so they literally, like, just kept all of the characters in and then tried to rewrite them? No wonder it felt so weird. Ew. John Walker is now a US agent. He's now a Hydra agent. Ooh. That's another thing that I loved, is, like, all the people pulling out, like, the parallels between him and Steve Rogers. Where it's like every time John Walker comes on, he's always like, John Walker, Captain America. Whereas, like, you get Steve Rogers and he's like, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. Hi, I'm Steve Rogers and all that. So, it was good. It was good. And I liked that. Because it just shows you what Steve was and how different he was. But also, everyone is acting like he's dead. Like, that's what Steve would have wanted. I'm like, you know, you can just call him, right? Like, I mean, maybe not call him, but, like, all you need to do is locate Peggy. Then you've found Steve and you can just be like, hey, Steve, I was thinking about donating your shield to a museum. Like, I feel like it's a lot for me to, like, Steve died of old age, but that was never confirmed. We just saw him being old. We don't actually know that he died. I mean, he's close to dying, but, like, we never saw that he died. Peggy died. That's true, Peggy died. I mean, Steve could have outlived her. No, wait. No, Steve did outlive her. Because, think about it. Peggy died in The Winter Soldier. Steve time travels back to go back but then he like also is like then he waits for time to catch up so that he can sit on the bench and give Sam the shield. He's not time traveling at that point. Steve is just that old. So he what's the male equivalent of a widow? Because that's what he is. Like, his wife's dead and he's just living alone. So he did outlive her. Civil War. Never mind. Civil War. Was that actually Civil War? I thought that was Winter Soldier. Oh no, he went to visit her in Winter Soldier. Never mind. It's been a while. Guys, there's so many movies. I can't keep up. So, like, technically, he could still be alive. Like, they could just be like, hey, what do you think? It's what Steve would have wanted. Like, imagine being Steve Rogers. Like, this is what I imagined during the show, right? That Steve's still alive. He's living in his house that he shared with Peggy. Like, he's probably looking and he's like, who is this guy? Like, just what? And he can't really do anything. Like, what's he gonna do? Go out in public? Like, people will know that he's still alive. For like, everyone else, they know he's dead. But, like, Bucky and Sam know. So he can't really go out and be like, hey, that's my shield. And then be like, old man Cap. And just... But, like... Steve is on the moon. That's why they can't call him. Yeah, someone said something about the moon. What was that? Like, all I could think about was, like, the theory that Stan Lee was supposed to play old Steve Rogers. And then I think back to, like, Guardians of the Galaxy when he was on the moon. Was that even Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know anymore. Oh... But I'm excited to see what happens. Like, I'm really happy for Anthony Mackie, and I know people were like, oh, why, Ash, why is there going to be a Captain America 4? Like, it doesn't make any sense to do a season 2. I feel like a movie's going to be better. Like, Marvel know how to write movies. They know how to, like, keep everyone all contained. But also, Anthony Mackie just deserves his own solo film. Like, he's amazing. Imagine how good that's going to be. Like, besides that, what have we got? We've got, like, Black Panther. Otherwise, you don't really have, like, a person of color in the lead role. So I feel like Anthony Mackie as Captain America, it really set up the message that they were trying to get with, like, him being a black Captain America and getting a lot of judgment for it now in a movie. I feel like it would be a really good thing. I have watched Glee. I got up to season 4 and then I gave up again. Can never get past it. Darn thing. It's because people don't want people to know about time travel. Fair enough. I won't do a Kahoot after I finish building. I need to write some more. I need to, like, make my own so that we can do them. And then I can be, like, a quiz master, like in our game show. That's what I'm hoping. Just regarding Falcon and the Winter Soldier, will there be a gaming stream? I don't know. Probably not tonight since we did Mario Kart yesterday. And then the day before that, Ash did Fortnite. So probably not tonight because it's Friday night / Saturday. But probably one tomorrow. Plus, I have my assignment to do, so that's not fun. I've got a lot of stuff to do, actually. I'm, like, freaking out. I filmed a video, which was, like, a big parts haul that I got from the Lego store, so I need to edit that. I also need to do my assignment, and I want to start working on a video that I've had planned for this month. So Ash has a Switch? Yes, he does. With Fans Kahoot? Yes. On this channel, I'm going to do, like, a big Harry Potter one. And then on the gaming channel, I'll do, like, a bunch of other, like, smaller ones, I think. Wait. That was confusing. What time is it for me? It's almost 11 a.m. I also really want to go to the shops today. I wanted to have... Do I have school, work, and YouTube? Yes. Well, YouTube and work kind of meld into each other. It's kind of the same thing for the most part. But yeah, I've got my next web design. I've got 2 web design things because they came back and they were like, oh, you were unsuccessful in the last one I submitted. So I need to go read my feedback and then adjust to make sure everything's fine there. Hopefully there's not too many things. I'm really hoping it's just a small amount. I haven't actually read the feedback. Then I need to start the next one. So gaming streams might be put on the backbench for a bit, everyone. While we do that, how did I convince Ash to get a Switch? He's been really into Mario recently, and he was looking up the cost, and he's like, it's so expensive. And I was like, have you looked at Costco? He was like, no. And I was like, mate. But the big thing was, he just really, really wanted to play Mario. And I was like, dude, if you hate it, you can always resell it. I was like, just do it. Like, you've had a good month. Like, there's been a lot of news videos. Like, your videos have been doing well. Treat yourself. Go and get it. Plus, he got, like, a SD card and everything. And, like, it was the Mario bundle. And he was like, there was a lot of interest in the streams. So he managed to get it. And I was like, sweet. It's Saturday morning for you. Yep. Yep. Am I going to watch the new Mortal Kombat movie? Part of me wants to, just because it was filmed in Australia. But I don't think I care enough about it to go and see it. So, probably not. Unfortunately. He'll be even worse at Fortnite. I don't think he'll ever play Fortnite unless he really has to. I'm just excited because it means I can play Mario Kart with him now. Which I really want to do a 2v2 stream. I mean, not stream. A 1v1 game with him later. So I can really, really flex my skills. John Walker, Captain America. Just imagine if we actually did get a John Walker figure. Then you could put him in this Captain America mech. And then he could really wreak havoc on everyone. So exciting. What's your favorite Marvel film? Mine is The Winter Soldier. I want to say... Look, mine's between The Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Homecoming. Because I really like Homecoming so much. It's such a good movie. So I feel like I'm going to go Civil War. Do you play Smash? I don't play Smash. I don't think I would ever get it. I mean, if Ash bought it, I'd probably buy it so that we can, like, verse each other. But otherwise, I just don't really care about it. Like, it's a button bashing game, and it's one that you, like, would want to have, like, a bunch of people over and, like, all play it together. So I just don't think I would. I smiled when Sam broke John's arm. Is it bad that I want to say same? Oh no, I forgot Captain America's elbow joints. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. We gotta go back. Oh, it said 4. I didn't read that properly. Uh-oh. You have a better American accent than me, and I've lived in America my entire life. Yes. Nailed it. I have not heard of Shadow and Bone, so no. My favorite character in Glee was always Santana. Is it weird how Peggy Captain America is rumored to be in both a What If set and a CMF series? I mean, one of those could be very well wrong. We never know. The one thing I'm excited for the CMF series. I'm probably not going to buy any of the What If ones. Maybe besides Peggy and the Captain America Spider-Man suit. Like, I think that's the only one. Like, I don't care about Gamora Thanos. I don't care about Zombie Cap. But, like, one thing I don't like about the CMF is that there are just so many Captain Americas. Like, good. I'm glad that you, like, I'm glad that you don't, no, that you want to use, like, Sam and Bucky. That makes sense. Good. Put him in. But, like, everyone else? Really? Really? He's got an arm. He's got an arm. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was filmed 3 hours away from my house. And you didn't sneak on the set to tell us spoilers. So rude. I feel like the CMF list is fake. There's no villains. That's true. You never know. Like, it's only just a rumored list right now. Most of the time with this stuff, it unfortunately does turn out to be fake. But I'm just so upset they never did, like, Agatha or Zemo or John Walker. Like, why are there 4 What If characters? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's a lot. I get that they would be cool variants and you wouldn't really be able to put them anywhere else, but, like, really, Zemo was literally in another movie. Like, it makes sense for him to be here. It makes sense. Ugh. After seeing the final episode, I'm much more excited for the Bad Batch than Loki. I love Loki, but I feel like they'll screw up the final so bad. Bad Batch takes main priority for me now. Honestly, Matthew, same here. I'm excited for Loki. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like each week I'll probably be more excited for Loki just because, like, I didn't grow up with the Clone Wars or anything like that. I'm still, like, trying to make my way through it. I will be watching The Bad Batch, though, so that I don't fall further behind. So I'm kind of going to be confused, but that's fine. I mean, if I can make it through The Mandalorian, I can make it through The Bad Batch. But, I'm the same with you. I'm worried that they're going to stuff up the finale again. And I'm like, Tom Hiddleston doesn't deserve this. Come on. What Bad Batch shadow? Oh my goodness. Shock horror. That set's giving me a headache. Nice gamer chair. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I love that. Do you know what I don't love? The fact that that white piece looks so different to the rest of the shield print. That's unfortunate. Would you like to see some Order of the Phoenix sets in the future? I'm trying to get me a nice serious black fig. I'd love them to come back to it. Like, the fact that we only got one big set and then 2 small sets, like, that's all we've gotten, is so bad. I mean, the Half-Blood Prince also didn't get too much. Like, I feel like we could get a few more from that one, too. And then, like, the Deathly Hallows Part 1 over there is, like, in just the corner crying. I remember building this set on Easter. I could have built this on Easter, but I just didn't want to. Oh, so, okay, that's where the shield's supposed to clip in. I see. And then I can take it off, yep, and put it on his hand. Woo! John Walker, Captain America. On the hypothetical set, I can't give you my thoughts. But you know what I can say? I feel like I was going to tweet this last night, and I was like, no. I don't want to get attacked today. Star Wars fans are never going to be happy. No matter what. That is what I have come to realize. Like, not all of them, but like 90% of Star Wars fans will never be happy. Okay? And I think people need to realize that, like, there is a lot of Star Wars content. Not always are they going to make the content that you personally love. They've also got to account, like, for adult collectors who want to buy, like, just the regular playset, but they've also got to make it for kids. So, no, I did build a metal shield. Look, I mean, it's plastic, but I built it, technically. Like, here's the thing, and I also knew that if I tweeted it, I would get a lot of hypocrisy because of my thoughts of the probe droid, right? But here's the thing, as much as, like, I don't recommend that set at the price point it is for Australians. I think it's a beautifully designed, like, aesthetic display model, but it is so flimsy that I could not even pose the arms. Like, it is a pain, it's a headache. If you're gonna spend your money, I would recommend spending it on something else. But in saying that, I do like the design. And I feel like there is a lot of Star Wars fans that will, like, they won't even admit that they like a section of a set. Like, it's just like, I hate it, I hate it. It's not what I personally want, I hate it. It's like, I know, like, even in my review on, like, the Tatooine Homestead, people are like, if it was sequels, I would hate it. I'm like, there are people who have grown up with the sequels. Like, there is an entire generation that grew up with the sequels. Some people love them. I personally really like The Force Awakens. It's like they had some pretty good environments. They're definitely not for everyone. It's just like how some people hate the prequels. There is also a lot of people that love the prequels. It's like, that's why they always do original trilogy, because it's the safest bet, makes everyone happy. But at the same time, it's like, just because something's not your personal taste doesn't mean it's trash. And I feel like the Bad Batch Shuttle's a great example of this, because it's like, they're giving people something that they want. But even then, it's like, no, I'm not happy. It's like, it's a playset that they're trying to make appeal for adults and kids. Like, it's rough. Like, it's okay to have an opinion and to not like something, but surely there is at least one aspect of the set that you like. It's bad. The Lego Star Wars community is just, it's not my favorite. Oh, which is a shame, because I really like the sets and I love talking about them, but like, I'll avoid it like the plague otherwise. The only thing I hate about the Star Wars community is the toxic environment on both the fans and its employees. Oh, you mean employees? It's like, okay, so I don't know if anyone saw this, but like Lego put up like a post on Twitter about like how there was a giant video beatbox on Sydney Harbour, and I went in because I wanted to comment and be like, yo, is this still there? Because, like, I was going to try and get my way down there. And then they were like, there's two people being like, we want a phase 2 Cody. And then someone's like, yeah, for real. And then someone else was like asking for a battle pack. I'm like, this is not the place for this. This is to have a discussion about video. If you want these sets, write customer service, call them up, tell them what you'd like to see, fill in the feedback forms. Like, going and begging on social media is not the place to do it. It's so unfortunate because it's like, I was genuinely trying to ask a question. And like, I've seen Ninjago do it a few times as well with like CMFs, which I don't like either, but I feel like it's mostly always Star Wars. Like, I agree. I would love, like, I don't know much about Phase 2 Cody, but I would love to see that as a minifigure. Like, I would love to see more clone battle packs, but don't go and like ask on Twitter on things like that. Like, it's not good. I love Star Wars, but in terms of Lego, there's a reason I stick to Ninjago and its community. That's why I'm glad that, like, my main thing is Harry Potter. Because I feel like, for the most part, like, we'll get angry. Like, for example, we'll get angry that the D2C is going to be buildable objects, and we'll be like, why isn't this Gringotts? And, like, we'll see the green sand green roofs and be like, that's disappointing. They're not going to match my other ones. Oh, that's frustrating. But we're also going to be like, damn, that's a nice looking basilisk. Ooh, that's a cool minifigure. Ooh, look at Professor McGonagall. Whoa. Like, I feel like Harry Potter is like a happy, nice balance. Like, we will complain when, like, it's not what we like, but we're not going to trash the set. We're not going to, like... I mean, I'm pretty harsh on, like, the reuse of the minifigure faces, I will admit. But at the same time, it's like, I can see the beauty in the set. So, it's fun. Which do you like more, WandaVision or Falcon the Winter Soldier? WandaVision. Part of that comes down to the fact that I love Wanda. I love her. Honestly, when it comes down to the finales, I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier had better pacing, but I enjoyed the WandaVision finale better. Hedwig didn't have to die. I know. Us Harry Potter fans are so pure. I know. Whenever I'm at the Lego store, the employee asks me who I'm shopping for, and I replied with me. That's happened to me a few times. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, oh no, I'm just here for myself. But luckily they all recognize me now, so they don't ask me anymore. And I'm like, this is good. I miss Ralph. No. I think Elizabeth Olsen should get nominated for a Golden Globe. So do I. I feel like she won't, purely because it's a Marvel thing, which sucks because I really think she deserves it. I feel like John Walker, I don't think he should be... No, what's his name? White Russell should be nominated for a Golden Globe, but I think he should get nominated for something. Whether that be like just like an MTV, like TV Best Performance Award or something like that. He definitely deserves an award for that though. What do you think White Vision is up to? He's probably looking up more things about the ship of Theseus and really trying to wrap his mind around the concept. Or trying to learn. Would you ever do a meet and greet? Probably not. But if you ever see me at the Lego store, like, please come up to me. Or even when I finally am able to go to Disneyland and go to, like, the Avengers Campus and Galaxy's Edge and, like, Diagon Alley, and if you see me there, also come up and say hi to me. That's actually a very point. It's like, I always think about the fact that, like, you know, when, like, you see celebrities, I don't know if this ever happens, but, like, there's always, like, stories about, like, how you see, like, wasn't a celeb, like, if I saw Zac Efron at a restaurant eating his food, like, there's always, like, a grey area there. It's like, ooh, do you go up to them and stuff like that? Always go up to those people once they've finished their meal. Don't interrupt them while they're eating. I'm an adult buying Lego, what's it to you? I thought about this last night as well, that I was like, I can't remember what exactly, oh no, I remember, but I'm not going to talk about it because I'm like, I don't want to go into that can of worms, but like, it's weird because like at the end of the day, and I feel like this kind of relates to stuff, why does this look funny to me? At the end of the day, right, what's it called? Oh right, so Lego at the end of the day is a kid's toy, alright? Adults will buy it. I'm an adult. I buy it. Like, fundamentally, Lego is a kid's toy. Like, majority of their products have a low age category. It's marketed as a kid's toy. It's in the kids section. Like, that doesn't mean that adults can't buy it. It's like Barbies. Like, there's a lot of adult doll collectors. But at the same time, I think people need to remember that. Like, it's not made for adults. Like, they do think about it. There is a factor that they consider, but it is meant to be played with at the end of the day. Like, things can be made to be played with and be built on display, but most of the time, the play factor will win. Even if you're 13, you can still buy Lego. Exactly. At any age, you can buy it. At any age. Doesn't matter how old you are, what you do, what your interests are. You can go and buy it. Like, that's something to consider. I mean, if it's an 18 plus set, that's completely different. Because we know they're not trying to market towards kids here. People over 99 can't buy it according to Lego. Did anyone else notice that, like, the base plates and stuff, they changed that so it just says, like, plus now? So people who are 100 can now do it. But only, like, the newer ones. They can't play with the older base plates. That's, like, not good. I'm 13. They just came out of my dark age. 13 is a really young age to come out of a dark age. Usually that's when people go into it. Any thoughts on Harry Potter 2021? I won't go too into detail because I did an entire stream on it last week and, like, tons of videos. But I'm very excited, and I'm getting sent half of them from LAN, so I'm very, very keen. I'll do a big haul video. I'm also going to do a poll to, like, work out what of the other 4 sets people want to see first. I asked the Lego store the other day, I was like, hey, can I, like, reserve some of these, like, one of each, please? They're like, I don't know if we can do that. And I was like, do I have to talk to the manager about this and, like, beg her? I mean, she likes me, so maybe she'll let me do it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to line up at release time. Oh, damn, Professor Pericles. Too soon. Too soon. That is that. Whew. Hot topics this morning, everyone. I'm so excited for Harry Potter. I'm so excited. Marvel should hopefully come out any day soon. I know there was that whole rumor thing that was going to be today, but that didn't happen. I feel like it'll be next week. Sometime. I wonder if we'll get a Lamb press kit about that. And if we do, it's probably going to be missing essential photos, so that's fun. I have heard of Monkey Kid. I found out the show is actually made in Australia. Fun fact about everyone. My Lego store has pre-orders and reservations for the Lego Harry Potter stuff. Lucky. See, Australia just won't do it. They've got a pre-order for Luigi, but they don't have a pre-order for anything else, which sucks. So, there's a bug. So, I think I might message I'm Rick James Brick, see if he can do it. There's a bug I missed. See if he can do anything. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to be like a normal person. Damn it. Sucks. I just hope there's a promo or something. Like, if I'm going to spend money on it. I want to do good. Who's my favorite Australian YouTuber? I don't really watch too many. Can I say myself? I mean, I've started watching, like, a bit of, like, Loser Fruits, like, vlogs and, like, clip videos. I really like her. She's amazing. She makes me feel motivated to, like, go get another gym membership. But at the same time, I hate cardio. At least at dancing, like, I'm doing cardio, but I don't realize it. Big brain. Would you ever do a community stream with, like, StreamYard or something else? I was thinking about doing, like, one of the girls' streams, but then, like, tons of them happen back to back, and I was like, time zones, it is too hard. You met Loser Fruit? Lucky! Lily, that's so... I want to meet her. She looks awesome. I played with User Fruit before. I was crying. I love her. She's, like, so cool. I remember when, like, Gymshark had, like, their, like, Black Friday sale last year. I was like, I'm going to maximize this. So I, like, literally, went and, like, I used her link. So I was like, I'll use her affiliate link. Then I used, like, the Student Beans discount and then, like, bought everything as well on, like, discount. And I was like, this is brilliant. I had it all set up. I have watched Mike's Mike video on Glee. I love his videos. Actually, that's a lie. He's my favorite Australian YouTuber. I forgot that he's Australian. I have done building streams. I've done tons of them, actually. There's a whole playlist if you ever want to go watch them back. This one was like a half and half. Like, I had a set to build, but also I kind of just wanted to talk about the show too. So, woohoo. Do you have your skin? What skin? What do you mean skin? I don't have a skin. I met her at PAX Melbourne 2 years ago. Damn. Who's my favorite Lego YouTube channel besides you and Ash? Good question, actually. I feel like I don't watch too many. I mean, I will go to Jang for like really in-depth reviews. I mean, as does everyone. I feel like I also really like watching like Brixie's shopping videos and stuff like that. Justin's top 10 lists are always a good classic as well. I love them. Oh, loser fruit skin. No, I really want to get it. I don't watch Laserbeam. I've watched a few of his like videos, like his TikTok reactions and compilations. I love watching them. What minifigure from the Disney Plus CMF are you most excited for? Brick Whiz. Oh, I forgot about Matt. I love Matt. Matt's content's good as well. Disney CMF, I would have to go with Wonder. 100%. I'm a Wonder stan. I'm gonna get Wonder, Vision, Bucky, Sam, Peggy, Spider-Man, Captain America, and that's it. Who's the other one? Is it Monica? Monica's getting a figure, isn't she? Yeah, I'll get Monica. I know, I want an Evan Peter minifigure too. Yes, Ash and Flash and I are dating. I get, there's been like a few comments being like, are you siblings? I'm like, no. Third favorite. Excuse me, Jonathan. At least lie to me. One of my friends on the thoughts on the Friends party boat. Wait, that set actually looks like really sick. Here's the thing. Friends has a lot of really good looking builds and things like that. But because it's mini dolls, I'm more likely to go and buy a different set because I want minifigures than I would Friends. But like, I'm not against buying Friends or Disney for that matter. But it's just not my first choice. But like, they have some of the best set design things. Ash doesn't have blonde hair and he's not Australian. Exactly. I mean, my sister's a brunette. It's really weird. I was like I had like bright blonde hair when I was a kid. And then it gets darker when you get older. So now I have to dye it. But like, I'm still a blonde. It's like, it's not that dark. It's, I need to get it done. I put Clone Troopers on my party boat. Honestly, you know what would be fun to do? Get the party boat and then like put Lex Luthor and like Deathstroke on it. And then you can replicate the end of the Justice League. Big brain. Why was the recent Lego Star Wars set considered weak? I have no idea. I've seen so many complaints, specifically on Reddit. I went and read the Reddit post on it and I was like, y'all, calm down. I feel like everyone's really jumping to conclusions here. What of the Marvel Summer 2021 sets are you most excited for? Clone Squad. That, I can't even remember what they are. I think I really like the sound of the Valkyrie one. Does the Daily Bugle count? Because I do want to say that. Someone asked me if my twin sister was my wife. Then again, we look nothing alike, so I can see the mistake. Oh, that's the bad one I've said. Oh, that is bad. Second favorite, Jonathan. Try again. Give you a second chance. Third chance, really, at this point. Yikes. I think it's because it was sand blue. Like, we haven't even seen the show, people. The show hasn't started, and everyone's like, it's wrong. I'm like, we've seen a trailer. Lighting plays a lot of this. I mean, Lego does get their colors wrong sometimes, I do have to admit, but like, all we've had is a trailer. All we've had is a trailer. Okay, you're my favorite. Thank you, Jonathan. You got there in the end. I have such bad Wi-Fi. So do I. I pick bricks. So do I. Ash is my favorite YouTuber. He inspired me to make a channel last year. Jack, I'm going to give you a second chance now. You got to rephrase that and say that he's one of... Thank you. Thank you, Luke. See, Luke knows what's up. Thank you. Thank you. It was in the Clone Wars, though. But that's the thing. It's like, they could have redesigned it. Like, you never know. There could be a plot point. Like, Boba Fett's armor changed color, for example. There could be, like, a subplot where they, like, painted it. What's the most frustrating Lego experience you had? Honestly, building my Millennium Falcon from The Rise of Skywalker. I had so many pieces missing, and I just couldn't do it. I was struggling a lot. Second favorite Lego YouTuber. You're all just out trying to, like, upset me today. Just kidding. I don't care. I read a comment last night or something. Someone was criticizing me about, like, the time I was like, oh, I'm thinking about quitting LAN. And I was like, lol, did you even listen to a single word of my reasoning? Y'all. Some people just really want to create drama just for the sake of it. So that's fun. Can you please be sharing Carter for Halloween? Oi, I would want to be Wanda if anything. I would temporarily dye my hair ginger again to be that. I'm telling you right now. What do you think the land drama? Here's the thing. If you want to hear about the land drama, you go to someone that's in land. And it's not really a drama. It's more of an internal investigation because 10 people downloaded a file that had that particular photo in it, and there's a possibility that one of them has shared it. It could also be a retailer, but it's more likely, I feel like personally, to be someone in LAN. So there is now an investigation on it. Whoever it was has broken violation and by law could be sued by Lego. I believe, I'm not a lawyer, don't quote me on that. I believe, this is my personal opinion. Precisely Mega Blast. But it's not even drama. I've said this for a while. There's been a few things that have happened where I'm like, I feel like this could have come from land. Like there was the Harry Potter stuff, which smelt like land to me. I was like, the photos match up perfectly with us. Retailers got more images than us. And I was like, no, this doesn't seem right. There was also, it was like one of the original, I think it was the Star Wars helmets, but that turned out to be a retailer. But I don't know. I can't tell you my thoughts on the Bad Batch shuttle, but I can tell you the whole situation's a mess and people are being very dramatic. Oh, it's drama, all right, legal drama. Yeah, there's a lot of legal things going on right now. But like, none of us are lawyers. There's like several different laws that are in place. And I feel like the only way you would find out is in an actual court case. Even I think a lawyer would be like struggling to find like the actual blurred line definition type of thing. So I can't remember who Republic Bricks is. I think I do. I recognize their name, but I feel like there's so many different types of Republic channels that I get confused. How did I join LAN? I searched up Lego Ambassador Network and I followed the instructions and I was lucky enough to get accepted. Very, very thankful for that. In saying that, there are many things that they do that I do question and aren't a big fan of. So, there's that. Bad Pricks Podcast. Okay, so it is him. I don't know how he would have got his hands on it. So that's the question. He would have got it from someone, but the question is, who did he get it from? In that case. Apparently the set has a character spoiler, so I haven't seen the pictures. I've looked at the pictures, but I don't know much about the Bad Batch at all, besides the fact that Echo is in it. He's the only one I know. Even then, if I looked at them, would I be able to point him out? Absolutely not. Oh, so there's that. What do you think of the cancelled Lego City Hideout set with the dynamite? It's unfortunate. I mean, I can see where they're coming from, and I feel like if the overall design was different, it would have gone ahead, because I think the concept of a Crook's Hideout is brilliant. I love that. But I just feel like they went a bit risky, and then with a bunch of like political things and all that, and life thing, what am I saying? World events. Can this bug get out of my face? I am going to watch Black Widow when it comes out. I still haven't seen Raya. But I mean, I'm more excited for Black Widow, I think. I'm pretty sure Disney is more upset than Lego, and there's a reason that Lego's investigating so much in the first place. I think the reason is because there's only a select handful of people that would have it, but also land members themselves are questioning it. Like, I've questioned it before. I think there's like 4 or 5 other people that I can think of off the top of my head that are thinking about it, but it's definitely down to Disney, because the big ones for Lego and the ones that you see always getting striked down are ones that are related to intellectual property. So like it's either Warner Brothers or Disney. So like someone else is involved. It's usually of like a movie that's upcoming or a TV show that's upcoming. The only exception I can think of is Diagon Alley, because that movie came out years ago. But the big thing is that it puts a lot of pressure on the relationship between Lego and Disney. Like if Lego keeps like having all of these leaks happening and people keep spreading them, Disney could very much just be like, I'm not going to make products with you anymore. Like, you are leaking our upcoming shows. Like, this is why we don't get Mandalorian sets. Because if this happened, Disney would cut ties instantly. Like, they don't want it getting out. So we could potentially lose a Lego Star Wars license, and I think a lot of people forget that, unfortunately. It's sad. They cancelled my own set. Yes, they did, TNT. I did see the Shang-Chi trailer. I really like it. I'm excited. Rey and the Last Dragon isn't too exciting. Don't say that. Oh. I mean, I just don't think I want to spend the money on it. Like, I would rather wait just for it to come out on Disney Plus at this point. Because I know none of my family are going to watch it with me, so it's not like I can split the cost with them. After the Marvel CMF, what other series would you like to see in the future? I would love to see another DC one. They're going to do a Star Wars one at some point as well. And another Disney one, another, not DC, Disney. DC, this, I'm saying a lot of things. Disney. I don't know what else. When we do Kahoot, you guys are obsessed with Kahoot. It will happen. There is a Butterbeer piece in the Hogsmeade set. There is Mega Blast. Disney ending the contract would be bad. No Marvel, Star Wars, or Disney properties. Exactly. We would lose Marvel. We would lose Star Wars. We would lose Disney mini dolls, which I know is a big thing for Lego. That's like, that sells a lot with girls. You'd also miss out on... Who else have they bought recently? You wouldn't get any X-Men stuff anymore because they own Fox. Like, you would lose a lot. And potentially as well, that could, like, depending on how bad the leaks get, and if Disney pulled out, that could affect, like, Nintendo's decision. That could affect Warner Brothers' decision. That's the thing. That's why it's so, like, painful, Susan. But also, like, if it's an upcoming thing that's coming out, they get annoyed because then it's spoiling their shows or movies. But, like, from Lego's standpoint, it's more about they're going to get copycats. Simpsons, will we still have Spider-Man? I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure Disney owns the rights to, like, all Spider-Man toys. So we would also lose Spider-Man. So, not bad. Lego is doing DC badly. I think lots of that comes down to, like, what DC wants. Like, it's such a shame. We finished watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Really liked it. Emily, how did you feel about the finale? Did you think it was underwhelming? I'm interested to know. Because I personally think it was. What do you think is the worst selling theme right now? When I say vid, you say EO. Vid. EO. Video. I'm excited to see what the new wave's like. I'm very excited for that. Thoughts on Ash's top 15 vid? I thought I was clickbaited because I actually haven't finished it. I think I stopped at like 4 and then got ready for my stream. So there's that. I'm glad he brought it back. People were like, when did you start doing it? And I was like, dude, he's done it for years. Thanks, Pink Bunny. Thanks for joining me. The DC Golden Age died after 2016 wave retired. True. I think it's slowly getting better. That's true, Lex, but I also feel like it would cost them a lot of money. Like, if they lost Star Wars, that's a lot gone. Like, I know I would definitely be buying less because a lot of what I buy is licensed stuff, which is such a shame. I like Lego Ninjago. I'm just not, like, I'm not going to go and buy it, but, like, I like the theme. I played Breath of the Wild for one day, and I got stuck in the tutorial and couldn't get out of this area, and I gave up. And I have not picked it up since. That's true. High School Musical, the series coming back. Ooh. Have fun, Lily. Say hi to the dog for me. And an end credit scene was for sure underwhelming. Really looking forward to more of US Agent, though. He's Ross's favorite from the comics. I know. I'm really excited to see where they goes with that. Such a good actor as well, White Russell. But yeah, I'm glad that it's not just me who feels underwhelmed. I'm interested in the new space shuttle at all. Nope. I said this to someone on Twitter because it's like, if you didn't hear, the 501st Battle Pack got retired in Australia because of low interest after 3 months. They kind of silently retired it, and I do kind of want to make a video on it, but I'm not too sure if that's a good idea. But that got retired, and it's like, from like someone who's on the internet and the internet community's perspective, you would think that that set would be extremely popular. But it's like, it's not as popular, I think, as people like think or make it out to seem. And then like for me, looking at the internet, no one's talking about the space shuttle. No one really cares about it. I'm pretty sure none of you guys have bought it. But then it's like you go onto Reddit and tons of people have it. It's sold out everywhere. It's like, it's why? It's wild. Why low interest? People just did not care about it. People did not care about that set here. I mean, there was enough interest that, like, it sold, but, like, it was always, like, lurking on the shelves. I mean, it sold out pretty quickly to begin with, but then there was points where it would get restocked. Like, I remember it restocked online, and then it was hanging around for, like, a week. And then it sold out, and I feel like they didn't actually order all too many of that. But in America, how many do you still see on shelves? Like, I think it's a good set. It's a solid set, but it's just not as popular. The unfortunate reality is that LEGO is semi-dependent on licensed themes, especially Disney. They are. I feel like they're, like, I don't know what's wrong, but, like, they need another hit like Ninjago. Because Ninjago is amazing. Like, they really hit the nail on the head with that. I love their modulars line as well. I feel like they just need another solid line that can stick around. Like, Videos flopped, Hidden Sides flopped. If I had to come up with an original LEGO theme, what would it be about? I have no idea. I feel like, going back to kind of Hidden Side, I feel like you'd want, like, some sort of, like, school-based one. Because I can see a lot of kids really getting behind that, like a high school type of thing. I haven't read Miss Peregrine's. I had a friend who did, and I've seen the movies, and I like the concept. Oh, I'm yawning now. Uh-oh. I feel like LEGO needs to be a little more careful so that leaks don't spread, but even if a set leaks, we should not spread them. We like to see sets early, but it would be very bad if LEGO loses an IP. Jonathan, thank you very much. That is perfect. Because that's the thing. At the end of the day, it comes down to LEGO making mistakes. But with the Bad Batch specifically, all of the people involved that would have leaked it are all under contract by LEGO not to do that, which is the big problem with this one in particular. Because retailers have, like, written contracts. People in LAN, you agree to all of these terms when you sign up. So that's the big issue as well. Like, I thought these people would have known better. Like, I know people love sharing things around, everyone gets excited, but to put these out publicly, especially, like, I mean, it's not great either if you're, like, sharing it, like, secretly. I mean, it's less harmful from LEGO's point, but it's just a mess. LEGO really needs to get their stuff in order. Because, like, first and foremost, it is their problem. Not great. I thought I was going to do a Q&A every 2 weeks. What happened? I got my gallbladder removed. That's what happened. I filmed that one before I got it removed, and then I posted it during my surgery. So I'm due to do another one in, like, a tiny bit. But it's also been extremely busy recently. Like, there is a lot of news happening. There was a lot of video ideas I've had. I'm getting a Bart Simpson minifig. I've got a Bart Simpson minifig. What are your thoughts on the exclusive Crab and Goyle figs? I'm excited we have them, but Crab's face looks funny. I also think his hair should be different. I've got tons of, like, figure, whatchamacallit. Do you think that there was a profit motive to the land controversy? Not necessarily. Because the thing is, if anyone in LAN was to report on it, they would get put on probation. They ain't getting any benefits for 6 months. But by getting it out there, having people write up descriptions and all that, then technically you're allowed to talk about it. So I don't know. I mean, potentially they could have sold it to someone. I feel like that's the worst situation. Like, you don't know what's ever happened. Like, we have no idea how that whole went down. But it's a mess. What do you think Sharon was talking about in the end credits? I don't know what she's going to do, but she's now a secret agent. Also, Genesis, I can see you. I will have to time you out if you say that any more times because you have repeated that question a lot. Very sorry. So please stop spamming. I see you. Don't worry. Can we rate the Captain America Lego mech yet? Oh yeah, we can. I'll give you a review here because I'm not going to do a review video on it. Overall, I really like him. His feet aren't as skinny and flimsy as the Spider-Man mech I have, which I really like. The Captain America figure is also really solid. I wonder if I feel like I've got, like, the Spider-Man kind of blue legs, or at least I've seen them in Build a minifigure with, like, red boots. For some reason, I feel like that would look better here, or even brown boots, dual molded legs. But I like Cap. He looks great. I love his little helmet. It's not focusing because my big head's in the way. I also really like his face print. I think he looks cool. Oh, there he is. Hello. He looks awesome. Good on Cap. Love that torso print. I love the printed giant shield piece. That looks amazing, as well as that Captain America tile there. That looks awesome, but obviously the shield's the best. And then you do get a mini shield, which I kind of hate that it's not fully red like the old ones used to be. But it's good enough for me. And I think for the low price point, you can't really go wrong. I think this is one of the better looking mechs. It's definitely a lot more solid and stable, and the proportions all look really good. I like it. Thoughts on the Hogsmeade set? You will find out when I get to build the set and post my review on it. I think they finally nailed the Doc Ock arms in the new mech set. It does look really cool. I want to see if I can find it today. Found some retired sets at a candle store of all places. A candle store? What? Damn. 80 supporters, congratulations, Comet. That's amazing. If Lego were to do another show series, what would it be about? They'd link it in with one of their themes, 100%. One of their original themes at that. Genesis. Oh, Genesis. Thank you. Thank you for your apology as well. I appreciate it. I accidentally clicked on it and I don't regret it. Yeah, we've passed all the spoilers now, so I feel like I can kind of take that off. Which new April-ish wave set is your favorite? It's between the Looney Tunes minifigures and the Batmobile. The Batmobile I want to try and get through LAN, and the minifigures, I'll go and see if I can hunt down a few of them. I need to find a full box somewhere so that I can go feel them, otherwise I think I'm in trouble. A 7-Eleven? That would be weird. Have you actually ever found any in there? When will the clone army video with all types of clone troopers and vehicles you have? Do you know how long that video would be? It would be like 2 minutes. Actually, I should do that. Be like clone army, and then it's just like my 3 stormtroopers, my 2 battle packs. I mean, everyone's talking about the leaks because of how big of a problem I think this is for Lego. I mean, I'm kind of sat back laughing because I'm like, I did warn you. Like, I sent you messages and I was like, you need to do something because you're setting a horrible example, Lego. And nothing happened. I've given up reporting leaks to LAN. Nothing ever happens. I'm done. Bye. I'm literally going to go and ask them, be like, hey, so we need to change the rules so that we can actually acknowledge and talk about photos. Like, I'm not saying let us describe them, but at least let me express my thoughts, because if you're not going to take these videos down, like, I'm not scared anymore to, like, talk about them. Like, I feel like before I was very like, oh, no. I've tried reporting them. They're not doing anything. Like, I'm out. See ya. My cushion's in the way. How do you think Lego leaks happen? I know a lot of them comes from workers in the, like, employees who work in the factories. That's how the minifigures get out. They, like, stick them into, like, their clothes. So, like, you could stick it into, like, your bra or, like, your undies or your sock and your shoe. And that's how the figures get out. In terms of photos, the catalogs come from retailers. Something like the Bad Batch and or the Harry Potter set leaks, which happened, like, a day before the official reveal. That's more of, like, a retailer slash LAN thing. I lean more towards LAN in my opinion, but I don't know at the end of the day, and I'm not going to point fingers at anyone. And then sets showing up in stores happens because these sets get sent to, like, the distribution centers. So any store near a distribution center who gets them early, a lot of the time they will just completely disregard the embargo on the box and put them out. And then in some cases, like in Canada with Mastermind Toys, they then go and lie and say that they've never done that before because they got a slap on the wrist from Lego about it. So I feel like there have been more leaks this year than any other time. I completely agree, James. Oh, Matthew, that's what you meant. I haven't pre-ordered any of the Harry Potter ones because I can't. Though, if I'm getting sent them by LAN, does that mean that I've pre-ordered them? Because, I mean, I'm getting 4 of them. I know for a fact I'm going to have 4 of them, so that's good. I don't think I'm ever going to see Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't have interest in that. How long have I been streaming for? I feel like I should go and get on with my life and do something. Oh, 1 hour and 13 minutes. Yep, alright, we'll wrap this up very shortly so I can go get my stuff. What are your thoughts on Just Too Good's face reveal? I thought he was going to do it very differently to the way he did. But I'm glad that he feels comfortable sharing his face now. Like, that's a really big thing. It just makes me wonder, like I know, like, he said that, like, his dad and his girlfriend had a big play on that situation. And, like, even just seeing, like, other content. Like, I think he said, like, myself and Ryan as well. Like, just showing their faces. But, like, I wonder why in particular. Because, like, I know for a lot of people it's about, like, privacy and, like, secrecy and all that. So, because it's not like he's moved. But good for him. I love the Harry Potter buildable figures. I also just don't want to spend full price money on them. But I really like them. It did feel kind of sudden. Yeah, the singing in the shower video, I will just tell you right now, I thought that was very strange. It made me feel very uncomfortable. Thoughts on the Bad Bricks podcast? I personally do not like it. I think it's very drama and gossip filled. Not for me. Not for me at all. I've had some bad experiences with that and people sending me clips, so that's fun. I hope they make Wanda and Vision like Harry and Hermione. Same. Buzz and Woody is my favorite one. But I really want a Darth Vader because what I want to do is I want to... Hang on, can I turn this around? Oop, there we go. Oh, you can't even see it. Can you see the back of my head? So, like, for those of you who have seen, I've got a 3D printed giant figure of myself. So what I want to do is when I get the Harry Potter buildable figures, I want to do a comparison between the 3D printed one and the buildable one. I feel like... Ow! That would be really fun. Because I've been thinking about getting a 3D printed Darth Vader. I have been. They scare the bejesus out of you? Really? I drove to my haircut appointment for my first time. Is the exciting part of that you're getting a haircut or that you drove? Or it's both? Because I know that quarantine haircuts have become a big thing. Either way, I'm happy for you, Brady. We need buildable figures for Mario and Luigi. We just need something besides electronic Mario and Luigi's. Should have a Duel of Fates buildable you and Ash versus buildable Harry and Hermione. If I still had both of them, I would do it. No offense, but imagine having to pay $50 for flying training. Alex, too soon. If it was $45, it would be better. Like, I know that's only $5, but like it feels a lot less criminal. I love your display for Winnie the Pooh. Thank you. I want to do a video on like that whole shelf display. Finally, I'll get round to that one day. One day. Not yet, but one day. I just really like Cahoots. We're gonna do... Calm down. It's gonna happen, everyone. I did tell you, and last week it was impromptu. Because you all asked for it. So I improvised. Is there still a Falcon and the Winter Soldier discussion stream? No. And I have stuff to do, so I'm about to end it. Because I need to pee. I want to go to the shops, and I've got my assignment to do. Plus a video to edit. Do you suit or Lego? I do. I also have a pile of unsorted Lego because sometimes I'm a bit slack. Did I miss anything? The entire discussion about the episode? Yes. I hope Justin won't get taken down. It's weird. At this point, I'm like, Justin needs to be taken down because of how damaging I personally think it is. But I wish it wasn't Justin. I really wish it wasn't Justin. And I feel like he will... Like, because he has had a connection to Lego, he will be told before something happens. Like, I think he would be asked to, like, remove anything, and then if he doesn't, then something would happen. And I really hope it doesn't get to that point, because I don't want it to be Justin. But at the same time, Lego can't play favorites. It's a really unfortunate situation. You need to see my chamber mock. It's great. I really want to see it. And Brady, thank you for the $2. Which brickheads do you have? I've got Goofy, Pluto, Donald, and then I've got Hagrid and Buckbeak next to me, plus my custom one. I'll get the other two Harry Potter ones and the Disney ones that come out later this year. Hopefully. Can you make a video of your room with all your displayed Lego stuff? I do want to do something like that, specifically with starting with those shelves, because that's like the neatest. This shelf here rotates quite a bit, but I feel like I wouldn't do it until Hogwarts is done, and then I've done one on my Harry Potter cabinet, which I'll need to update once I get the new sets. Thank you, Brian.
You need to
finally.
see my chamber mock, it's great.
Come on, Brian. See, Jack, that issue is very, very murky. And the only way we will find out how that actually is allowed would be if they both go to court, which is unfortunate. Because as much as we can read as many articles as we want, and we can try and debate it as much as we want, but we never know until that happens, unfortunately. Rip, the spoiler alert is covering it. Yeah, I didn't think that through, did I? Anyway, everyone, thank you very much. Oopsies, I clicked something wrong. I hope you all have a great day. What did I do with the Skull Sorcerer's dungeon? It's my sister's, and she's taken it apart and is thinking of selling it, but hasn't done it. Don't end it yet, but I need to pee, Jack. I need to pee. I'm excited for Loki, and maybe we'll have another discussion about Loki. I mean, I did this one purely because I had my cap mech to build, and I thought it would be fun. So, we'll see you all later. I want to do a nice either early morning or late night Hogwarts stream next weekend for my Europeans and my Americans out there. I hope you all have a fantastic evening or day, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me. See you all later. Feel free to comment spoilers in the comments as well if anyone watches this back, because this is a spoiler-filled video. And I will see you. Am I late? Yes. You mean Potions Classroom, Brady? My Potions Classroom too. You would love it so much. Wait, I need to finish mine as well. And also the sig figs to go in it. I'm also there. But yes, unfortunately BFAB. But thank you anyway. I'm not going to take the Super Soldier Serum. Nope. I'm going to go Lego hunting now and see if I can find any Looney Tunes figures early. And at this point, early pretty much means late because I feel like everyone's already got them. Bye everybody. Have a